Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 24 of the Shuttlecast. My name is Sal.
I'm Nathan.
And, man, Nathan, you haven't been to the movies in a few weeks, have you?
To the movies?
Yeah.
It's been, what year is it? What was the, I don't even remember the last thing I saw in theaters, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah, I have not been to the movies in the past 3 weeks, other than to go see Fifth Element, which I feel like is a bit of a different story. That was a special whatever event, yada yada.
Fathom Events.
Fathom Events. But I have not been to the theater in quite some time, and I thought I would not be alone in this. But it turns out the last couple weeks have been a record-smashing few weeks at the box office.
Oh, well, okay. Theaters need it. So.
Which is good. I am just confounded as to how this happened. So if you don't know, if you aren't aware, Wicked 2, Gladiator 2, Wicked, and Moana 2, so, you know, sequel adaptation,
yeah,
have been absolutely dominating the box office.
Really? I'm surprised to hear that for Gladiator 2.
I am thoroughly surprised.
Yeah.
That all three of these movies are like, Moana 2 broke the record for best Thanksgiving box office release.
I mean,
and I didn't know it was really coming out. I mean, listen, not like Wicked, I feel like makes sense that it's doing as well as it is doing. It's breaking numbers. It's doing really well. The movie didn't look good to me, but I also saw plenty of advertisement for the movie. I know like almost every theater had some like special Wicked thing play before every movie. There was huge posters for it. There was ads all the time. Wicked was taking over the turn your phone off commercial for the movie, which no one listened to, but it's okay. But I feel like Wicked was everywhere. So the fact that it's doing well, despite I think personally not looking very good, makes sense to me because it was so well advertised. I felt even when I was like watching the trailers for it, every time I saw a movie, I was like, this doesn't look good, but it is, but I know about it.
Well, again, it's, you know, it brought in all the people who haven't been to the movies since, like, I would say like at least half of the audience that went to see Wicked, the last movie they saw was probably something like Into the Woods or Les Mis, you know, like they haven't seen Dune or Megalopolis.
They're like, Wicked's the best directed movie of the year, and it's like, it's not the best directed movie of the week.
Well, their comparison is probably like 6 Netflix films that they've seen
true.
instead.
That's so true, though.
And for Moana, you know, that's not for us. That's for the soccer mom that carpools with 8 kids, and they're like, hey, will you shut up for an hour and a half if I take you to see this? Okay.
That's very true. Because, it's kicking ass despite... I didn't see a single trailer for Moana. The only thing that was at my local AMC theater was there was, like, a picture... like a poster of Moana 2 where it was a picture of a beach, and it was, like, Maui's, like, sickle thing.
Yep.
And that was the only advertisement I had for like the entire time leading up to it. So the fact that it is not only doing well but doing extremely well, especially after this is why Twitter is not a good like reference point for anything, is because like for me, I thought like, man, we all hate Dwayne. Like Dwayne sucks, but then like, I mean, well, people didn't see Red 1, they saw Moana, and apparently Dwayne Johnson broke like a record for like having 2 #1 box office movies in a month, and I'm like, yeah, I mean, everyone
Did Red
expected.
One?
Oh, because nothing else came out that week, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think nothing came out the week Red One came out. Red One opening weekend. Let's see what the box office was. 34.1 million.
What was the budget?
Like 250 million.
Okay, well that warms the cockles of my heart.
Yeah, like it cost. Red One cost the same amount of money as both seasons of Arcane combined. But I don't think it came out against anything. I think everyone
No.
expected it to do well, so I think other studios planned accordingly and kind of like let it have the week.
Yeah.
And then it didn't. I mean, it with no competition, 34 million is like, okay, yay.
Yeah, it's it's something. Yeah. Yeah, I am like you. I did not see anything about Moana, but I think the people who are going to see it are the ones who sought it out.
Yeah.
And who had kids for the first Moana, who were sure to keep them up to date. And people who did not see Black Adam and heard about Dwayne Johnson's nefarious attempt to take over the DCEU and then WWE.
I feel like people saw Moana 2 because they went to go see Wicked, and then we're like, oh, hey, Moana 2's coming out next week. We had fun at Wicked. You want to come back next week and see Moana?
There's got to be a couple that did the double feature.
Yeah, they were like, oh, this is also coming out? I had no idea.
That sounds miserable. That's
Yeah.
listen, like Barbenheimer was something like that felt like a zeitgeist.
Yeah.
But
oh, did you not hear the phrase that was being thrown around? Wow, it's been a long day for me, man. I just got over a headache.
Mo Wicked.
No, it was for Gladiator Wicked. It was Glicked or Glicked.
Oh, that. I mean, I'm not in queer media, but that sounds like it would be.
I gotta say this. So, for my job of writing video games, I often go to a cafe to write because I hate staying at home all the time. So I was at a cafe the other day writing, and these 4 like white girls came in and they sat down like 2 tables over, and they started talking about Wicked.
Oh,
and I
no.
was like, oh God, help me. This can't be happening. But they were like, they were fairly positive, but then they were like making fun of the interviews, and they even talked about the queer media thing, and I was like, this is in public. This is happening to me.
So we'll see now. You gotta throw a reference here and there into your game, so then you get some of that sweet Wicked money.
God, I wish. My publisher was like, don't reference anything that actually exists. I was like, cool. I will rewrite half my game for you, sir. Whatever you ask for, I'll do it.
That's that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, anyway.
Also, I don't know if I said, I think the last movie I saw in theaters was Megalopolis.
Yo, that's a good one. That's a good movie.
Because really, what else are you gonna watch after that? Like,
dude, Megalopolis is honestly the movie of the year.
I love cinema.
I love cinema. Dude, what even comes out this weekend, bro? Nothing.
Oh fuck!
Jesus Christ! What a bad week for. I guess we're just giving the week to Moana.
It's gonna pick up around Christmas because that's
a lot of stuff comes out. Yeah, the second half of the month.
It's for all those Festivus folks. That are and the Jews. I'll say that's not racist. It's generalization.
It's different.
That's different. There's nothing nefarious about it. It's just like, what else are you going to do on Christmas?
That's true. You got the free day, basically.
Exactly.
That's how I feel. Oh, man, it was so nice not working Black Friday, Thanksgiving. Jesus Christ.
That's right.
That was the best. After like 8 years of constantly being in retail, or in stores that would care about those 2 holidays, I'd say.
Sure.
Can I tell you that on December 13th, 2 films come out that I want to see? Legend. Wow. It's been a really long. I had a fucking monster headache for most of the day.
You're doing fine, baby.
I've been chugging water. I'm on my second round of pain pills.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. You're gonna be okay.
So on December 13th, Lord of the Rings: The War of the Rohirrim come out. And more importantly, Kraven the Hunter.
Yeah. Oh,
so
God.
I have to watch it, but did you know they released the first 8 minutes of the movie online?
Like Kraven the Hunter?
Yeah, and I've not watched it yet, but I know Aaron Taylor Johnson's like, guys, please watch it. It's really good. Like, he's doing the complete opposite of Dakota Johnson, who was like, do not see.
Oh, did she turn on it?
Dude,
I didn't know.
Yeah, no, she was dunking Madam Web hard.
Shit.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's doing the exact opposite. He is like, I will give you 8 free minutes. Please come see the rest.
Isn't Russell Crowe in that?
Yes.
Yeah, so I know his stance on superhero movies, so he's probably just drinking the paycheck away.
Oh, he is. No, he's very happy. He's like, yeah. It could flop, it could not flop.
I'm not getting paid a percentage. I get a flat rate, so it doesn't matter to me.
I'm gonna go see the Kraven the Hunter. I might have to do a double feature because I haven't been to the cinemas in like a month by the time this comes out.
That's true. It's true.
My poor A-list is just crying.
Well, I won't. I will wait for streaming for Kraven. As much as I adore the Spum Sea, shit. I still haven't seen Venom: The Last Dance. That's real bad.
Oh, that was good.
I know.
I mean, it wasn't perfect because it's a Venom movie, but I'd say it's above 2.
That's all I.
Under 1, yeah.
That's all.
Did I tell you that they like really haphazardly slapped Mrs. Chen in, but it's okay because it's Mrs. Chen.
Yes. Yeah, I believe I remember you talking about that because she's there to create a set piece, which is perfect.
Yeah, she's like, how do we get Mrs. Chen in the movie? It doesn't matter, and I'm like, it doesn't matter. Just get her in there.
They fucking blazed up in the writer's room and they were like, okay, this is our last movie where we have a full-length feature with Tom Hardy Venom. What have we not done yet? And someone was like, I want to see Venom dance with Mrs. Chen. And we're like, okay.
I feel like Tom Hardy was like part of the creative team. A story by Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It was definitely him being like, if this is my last movie, this is what I want.
Listen, he got his little cameo in the MCU, and he, discovered that he's probably not going to get used in it full on. So he's like, fuck it.
Yeah, 3 seconds of no. It was a fun movie. It was a good time.
I'm glad.
It was like, this is a fun comic book movie.
I miss those.
It was like, hey, do you want an hour and like 48 minutes, I think, of just a good time? Christ. Well,
that's all you need.
Since I haven't watched shit, so that concludes the segment. We could, Nathan, I'll leave it in your hands. Do you want to do an easy segue into me yapping about comic books, or do you want to give us a little tour of? I don't have the soundboard up, so I'm so sorry. Do you want to go to
the asylum?
Yeah, I got some movie stuff this week, including of course
the asylum.
And the wife was home this week, so I didn't watch all of my movies, but I watched my Asylum movie and I watched my miscellaneous. So this week at the
asylum.
I watched a little film called Frankenstein Reborn.
Oh hell yeah!
And I'm not gonna put you through the game of name that OG because there isn't an OG. This is the OG. I guess Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is the OG, but it is what it is. So
I want everyone to know that Nathan honked himself. That was not me being cruel.
No. I read the crowd, and the crowd was me.
Well, I was trying to figure out like what was going on with like some of the photos I found online. He's like, it's like he's CGI and he's not CGI. I was having a hard time over here.
Yeah, there's some weird like. I feel like because most of these are on Tubi, and I think
Ugh.
Tubi has like exclusive movie posters that are like I'll search a movie and I have to actually like click in because none of the posters look like what I know the posters as.
Yeah.
Um, still love you, Tubi. You're the best free one.
Yeah, because
Anyway,
they're killing off Freevee, bro. I'm so pissed.
they are. It's isn't it being just resorbed back into Prime Video?
God isn't real, man. I'll tell you.
It's that's kind of how I felt at the end of Frankenstein Reborn. It's just you've seen Frankenstein, you read Frankenstein. Like what if we did that like today or in 2005?
Holy shit, that sounds so good.
Yeah, it was fine. I think his name's just Dr. Franks because Frankenstein Reborn was going for subtlety with that, I suppose. Um, and yeah, it sucked. It left my brain went smooth and nothing gripped on to really remember it. I remember he saws off someone's head, which looked decent with the very amateur cutaway from real to prosthetic, but hey, what are you gonna do? So that was fine. But I also watched The Bone Snatcher. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
There's a 1998 Frankenstein Reborn, by the way.
What?
What
the fuck are you talking about?
That's what was confusing me, man. There's two of them.
Oh, well, hey. Did that one do well? No, it doesn't look like it.
No.
It's 46 minutes?
Oh.
What the fuck is this? I'm overwhelmed.
Look at the boat snatcher. He's in the fucking sniper scope. This looks so good.
No. Jesus. There's also one from 1993.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is
all right.
Oh god, that looks wonderful.
I love the bone snatcher in the sand. I wish I could use it for the thumbnail, but I can't.
I know, it's a dope trailer. Okay, go away. Fucking Letterboxd. I can't navigate.
All right, they should make a new one called like Pillar Box or something.
There we go. That'd be better.
Yo, I have it caught. There we go. Ah, Jesus Christmas. There we go, guys. There's how that looks. Looks pretty good, right?
I trust you implicitly. But The Bone Snatcher, I originally thought it was an Australian movie. I think it's actually Canadian, but
Bone Snatcher's ready. Sorry.
Bone Snatchers. I would love to see Bonesaw versus Bone Snatcher in a Hell in a Cell match.
They would probably stop the match because it's getting too cruel.
It's true. Well, he just keeps snatching bones.
He won't stop.
It's filling up the ring. It's just creating clutter at this point.
Please copy paste. Please.
But Bone Snatcher, it's really unfortunate because it's a really cool idea for an original movie monster. Like it's a perfect setting for it to be in. How's it going?
You're gonna love the Bone Snatcher's position in the thumbnail. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, all right, that's good. Is he up Frankenstein's ass or something?
Oh, God, no. He's being a creep though.
Oh, that's canon. But yeah, basically there is I think they're like a diamond excavation team or something that works in like the sub-Saharan desert. It's very odd. But they accidentally unleash a creature that doesn't. I guess it kind of snatches bones. It's
No, he only kind of snatches the bones.
no. Well, it's so.
No,
So
man, no.
I mean, I guess he doesn't snatch all of them. He takes
Ah,
some here and there.
here and there, man.
Yeah, so basically, I'll just reveal what the creature is because it's the whole point. Um, but it's like a swarm of ants that envelops and consumes victims and then uses their bones to like move around and look like a creature. Um, so it's really cool, and it changes shape, and you get like a couple of skulls all together looking like a face is looking at you, but really it's just a swarm of bugs. Um, but then that's kind of it. Like you figure that out around halfway through, and like it's a short movie, it's only like 90 minutes, but when you find that out at like 45 minutes in,
Just a whole
and it's
half a
like,
movie
well,
left.
yeah, and we're just in the desert, it's not like it's not like a George Miller desert or anything like that. It's just bland. And it. So unfortunate. I was really interested in that because it looked really cool. But they kind of they use gasoline to scare away the bugs.
Whoa.
And fire to scare away the bugs.
Whoa, what do they use?
They use some gasoline.
Thank you, Jesus Christ. I was like, what's gasoline, man?
Shit, I'm sorry.
Fuck,
Petrol.
dude.
Um,
Petrol.
But
Gas
yeah, then,
wars.
when it turns out that it's just the queen bee that controls the hive, you just kill the queen bee and then it's all over. So.
Oh, okay.
It is what it is. I also saw Mean Girls for the first time.
I have yet to watch Mean Girls.
Mean Girls is really good. I would say it's the quintessential early 2000s teen comedy.
I just took half an edible. Let's go.
Oh, like full on?
Yeah.
Oh man, so you're gonna be on a fucking cloud.
I can't wait.
That's good. That's good. But yeah, I liked Mean Girls. It was good. Thank you to my wife for making me watch that. So
I did not have Mean Girls ready. I had Falling for Christmas ready.
that's fair. Yeah, we decided to do the Lindsay Lohan double feature because she's apparently signed a deal with Netflix, and so she's gonna keep appearing in shitty Netflix Christmas movies.
I'm so happy for her.
Listen, she's making that bank. She's I assume she's passed through the storm. I think she's all sobered up. So
yeah,
that's
I'll say this, man. I have in a way tangentially seen Mean Girls through osmosis.
Yeah, same. I've seen all of the memes that everyone loves about it.
Yeah, so I've not actually witnessed the girls being mean. But through enough references, I do know what happens in the whole movie.
Yeah, you haven't seen the lightning, but you've heard the thunder.
Yeah, I know there's the Full Metal Alchemist scene.
The fuck are you talking about?
It's like October 12th or whatever when she picks up the pencil or something. That's also the date to remember in Full Metal Alchemist in the stopwatch.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's always the meme of like, oh my god, it's Full Metal Alchemist Mean Girls Day, everybody.
Man, I need to rewatch Full Metal Alchemist.
I do. Not Brotherhood though.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah, no. Ew.
Oh.
Patua.
I remember liking it.
Okay, can I give my gripe about Brotherhood?
Please.
Granted, this is information that is like well over a decade old, but it's a grudge I've held onto for a very long time.
That's fine.
Full Metal Alchemist, fantastic. I started to watch Brotherhood because everyone's like, oh, it's better. Yeah. And all the character work of Full Metal Alchemist, the first one, is skipped over in Brotherhood.
Yes.
And I'm like, that's bad.
Yeah.
And then people tell me, oh, but you saw all that in Full Metal Alchemist. And I'm like, but this is a new show.
Yes, that is the critical flaw. If I had gone straight to the thing is that I didn't enjoy Full Metal Alchemist the first time through anyway. Um, and then I had a little bit of a break, and then I started Brotherhood, and I was like, oh, we're just gonna skip past all of the stuff that was canon that the first show did. And I was like, okay, I understand, but also if you're gonna be like, if you're gonna be the Dragon Ball Z Kai, where it's like we're the super faithful adaptation to the manga, then it's like, well, so I've heard the best thing is to watch like the parts that Full Metal Alchemist adapts and then skip to where it deviates in Brotherhood. I haven't tried that.
Yeah, that
would,
sounds like that would fix my problems. Unfortunately, the show still is creatively bankrupt from the get-go for me.
I get it's a cowardly move.
Maybe
it's
that's being too mean, and I admit that. However, I just think that like if they fuck up like that step, why should I want them to try any other step?
it's like
Does that
how
make sense?
anytime in no, I understand. It's like
I
it's
gotta
like how
add
anytime-
Edward Elric to the thumbnail.
you gotta. It's like anytime you hear about a new party that's interested in Berserk, and everyone's like, "Don't do the Golden Age," and it's like, well, but do a complete adaptation. That's what I want.
Yeah, when someone's like, "Don't do Golden Age for a new adaptation of Berserk," I'm like, "You suck."
You haven't even read the manga. You're out of your element. All right, you don't understand.
Yeah, I would rather have a version of the story that is a complete like. Is this AI?
What?
I'm trying to find Edward Elric, like PNG, and I am like 80% sure this is AI.
Oh God, you got to get one of those checkers.
I do.
That'll scan it.
What the fuck is Epic 7? I don't trust this. Get out of here. This one looks old. We're using this one. Fuck you.
There we go.
Anyway.
There we go. That's probably from the OG.
That's what I'm saying. Yes, dude. Yeah, so what?
I don't know. What Full Metal Mean Girls on the docket.
I'm putting them right next to each other.
Good.
I'm making Edward shorter.
I was gonna say, make sure he's shorter than Lindsay Lohan.
I got the other one, the one that gets hit by the bus, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's fair.
Yeah. Again, I know the whole fucking movie.
Yeah. Spoilers. Jeez.
Oh, fuck off. Ned Stark also dies in Game of Thrones. Everybody.
Oh my God.
That was me. I'm gonna get the one comment on the video is gonna be, I just started Game of Thrones yesterday.
It's so funny to see, like, because to me, like, what would you say is your window for spoilers? Like, how long do you give people to...
Okay, it's different it's different if I'm having a conversation with you,
Sure,
with like a stranger, not you, because I know what you've seen.
Sure, yeah.
I would preface it if I wanted to, let's say, talk about Edward Stark.
Sure.
Edward Elric.
Yeah.
Dying in Game of Thrones. I would say, hey, have you seen Game of Thrones yet? And if they said no, I'd say, do you know the big thing that happens in season 1? And if they say no again, then I'm like, all right. But if I was like posting it like online, I'd say like 5 years is a good barometer to very safely kind of say whatever the fuck you want.
That's fair. I think, I don't know. I think for movies, I give people like a month, and I give them 3 months so that by then it's got to be on streaming, and like if you have any interest in seeing it by then.
Yeah.
But for and shows,
streaming, not VOD, streaming.
Yeah. I don't who rents digitally anymore. Come on.
I don't know, man. Smile 2 came out on VOD, and my whole feed is just people clipping Smile 2.
They torrented it.
I know they did. Yeah.
I guess to be fair, I did purchase Hellboy the Crooked Man on VOD. So
That's different.
but that's different. You gotta support.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe online I would give it a bit. I try to be nice, but
Oh no, fuck that. Fuck being nice.
yeah, I'm giving up, man. I'm getting bitter.
Oh no.
I'm losing my childlike wonder.
Well, hey, hmm. Do you want to hear about me recapturing some childlike wonder?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you've been hearing about this or anything like that, but
Oh my god.
there's a little bit of a renaissance going on in the Slenderverse.
I've heard, man.
Yeah, so like
Tell me what's been
yeah,
happening, because I'm not in the loop.
yeah, please. So for one thing, for my own personal journey, I just got done rewatching Marble Hornets, and I capped it off with always watching a Marble Hornets story, which was
I saw that decision.
yeah, that every now and then, for me, I think that's like a once a decade movie where it's like I need to check back in and see if that's as terrible as I remember, and
And like,
yeah,
oh
lo
yeah,
and behold.
yeah.
Now I understand why everyone shits on this because I saw some people saying it's like, well, if you ignore the fact that it absolutely is not a Marble Hornet story, then it's an okay Slenderman movie on its own. And it's like, no, it isn't. Um, so I did that. And now I've actually started going through Everman Hybrid again. I'm going to do the big circuit. Um, but while this was going on, Joe told me about a little filming opportunity that he had for a new Slenderverse series for our little Trial of Leaves characters to make a cameo in. But yeah, so there's a new one out called Red Hat. Um, which is from the creator of Stan Fredericks, that was also like a later game, like a 2016 Slenderverse series. But she started a new series called Red Hat that I caught up all the way on, which was really cool. There's a very fun cameo in the first episode that I think hardcore Slenderman fans will appreciate. Um, but yeah, so I mean that's coming out. What is it? Whispered Faith, the Rake series, now has 2 new episodes in the past month.
What?
Yeah, he's starting back up again. Yeah, you love to see it. Dark Harvest has released 2 videos this year that seem to be. I think they've said they're each one of 4, so they got 2 more, and then potentially that's over. Um, Fucking ML Anderson posted a teaser on his like out of game channel. So like it's we're coming back.
That's
baby.
crazy.
It's a little wild. It's like all at once. Where it's like what's
Wait, I'm not sure if we could say stuff because I haven't gotten it. We say stuff about what we did the other week. When we recorded a thing for like 4 hours.
I don't know.
I don't know if we could say it.
I don't know if we could say it, but everyone keep an eye out in late January, early February. There might be some more fun stuff going on there.
There is a if you don't know, I mean everyone, I feel like no one else would watch this. But Trial of Leaves, go check out the OG channel or the new channel because the OG one got nuked for some stupid reason. It is at Trial of Leaves _ on YouTube.
Yes, because there is another one that also has all the videos that is a fake.
Yes. They are a re-uploader.
They
But
are
I-
re-uploading.
But I guess if you wanted to see, I even have all of them. They suck. I just checked that they suck. They don't have everything. Yeah, there's you can go check out right now. There's the 10th anniversary recut. And if you see there is a premiere for January 20th, 2025. So,
That's right.
just
The-
keep a look, keep a little look-see.
It's a surprise that'll fuck us later.
Not that anyone cares, but Pavel Hall will never come back. Anyway,
Boo, boo.
I'm going to rub chilies into your eyes.
Shoot this motherfucker!
But that's awesome, man. I have a fondness in my heart for the Slenderverse. I mean, it helped me, it's create stuff online, meet my best friends, move out here. It's near and dear to my heart.
Yeah,
Maybe I should get back
absolutely.
into it.
I'm glad that the taboo has lifted. There's a dry spell for ARGs, and I know a lot of people are getting into analog horror, and this kind of scratches a similar itch. So
Yeah, I gotta get caught back up on Kane Pixel's backroom stuff, man. It's been
I feel ya, because especially because I know he's done other stuff now. He's got that weird mall statue.
Yeah, the giant
series.
thing.
It's
Yeah,
it's an hour and a half, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck?
and apparently he's doing that movie for Blumhouse.
Apparently so. We'll see. At this point, I'm a little bit worried that they. It might be a little too late. I feel like that wave is dying down a little bit. But if it's
It
in
is.
the next year, we should be good. But I don't know.
I mean, he is back to uploading. Let's see. I last watched Kane Pixels about a year ago. My last video I watched was I Remember.
Right.
He uploaded, and then he took some time off, and then now in the last 2 months he started busted out a 20-minute video, a 45-minute video, and a 9-minute video. So
Yeah, so he's working.
theoretically, maybe his work on the movie is either done or taking rounds of whatever.
Yeah. So.
But good for him,
see.
man.
Yeah, I'd love to see it. I really hope it comes to fruition.
I feel like if Marble Hornets had started in 2022, it would have popped the fuck off even harder than it did.
It's filling that post-COVID void, where films kind of got killed off. We're only just now getting fully post-COVID stuff. I would say there's been a drought in 2021 and 2022 of intriguing new movies, shows, stories, whatever, just because of all the limitations. So yeah, Backrooms fucking blew out the internet for a little bit.
It really did. That first video has 63 million views.
Crazy.
Insane. So it also, like Marble Hornets, spawned a series of cheap indie games.
as is the way, and also some premium memes. Seeing Gus Fring and all those kind of weird Breaking Bad characters in the background.
Yes, dude.
Yeah, fun stuff. I'm glad that took off and Siren Head did not. When I saw shit about Siren Head, I was like, why is this just shittier Slenderman?
It's kind of cool, and then
it looks very cool, and
that's the end of our conversation about Siren Head.
Yes.
But
if you talk any longer, he's got to be on the thumbnail, and
I'm not doing that, man. I'm already grabbing the next topic. It is cool though, Nathan. I did watch a movie in the last week. I know. Did I? Wait, hold on.
I probably saw.
Diary. I did. Oh, I watched 2. I finished Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's right. What you had a big review, big opinions on
I
it.
did. I had opinions about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Is there an easy thumbnail? Kinda. I can make this work. It's like most of the work is done for me. I just gotta like crop out the title.
Right.
Yeah, everyone. I did not watch this when it came out, when everyone was like freaking out about the movie.
Yeah.
What was it, 2022? I think I was busy. Yo, can you just... My copy paste today has been fucked up, bro.
Oh, no.
It's been real bad. Copy image. Motherfucker. Please.
Well, you see, in the adjacent universe, you got it right the first time. And so
That's true. That's so fucking funny.
So you gotta like huff your farts or something so that it launches you into another. I don't know what is that mechanic.
Okay, listen. I think this movie kind of sucks. I think that
Oh my god!
I did not. I think this movie was fine. This was not the best movie ever made. I don't understand this opinion people have, and maybe that's a problem with me. Maybe I went into this movie expecting it to be the best movie of 2022, and then I left, and I ended the movie thinking that was fine, I guess.
Well, to be fair, I'd have to look at 2022, but that was a stinker year in my memory, so it might be the best movie of 2022.
It might be, man. I guess I'd have to check, but like I didn't like it that much.
Yeah.
I'll say this. I feel like the movie was very tonally inconsistent. I think sometimes the movie wanted to be a very serious, like, drama about like letting life slip you by and becoming the person you did not want to become, all in the pursuit of happiness, and getting out of touch with your child and getting out of touch with your own life. And those parts were great. Other parts of the movie wanted to be a irreverent multiversal comedy, and those parts were great. Together, it was not a good movie. It did not mesh well. It was very weirdly paced. I would say sometimes the switching between universes editing pacing was good, but sometimes there was like a conversation happening for like 10 minutes because we keep cutting between 3 different conversations, and I did not fuck with that. I thought that it was too silly sometimes.
Fair.
I laughed, and then you know, the bit would get exaggerated, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, all right. You know, the trophy in the butt was funny. Now there's 2 trophies and 2 butts, and it's less funny because we're still going.
Yes.
And then the bit towards the end where they're like, she's going up the staircase for like 20 minutes, and Jobu Tupaki is going up the staircase to get to the thing for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, she's unimpeded. She could just go. Like,
But the everything bagel.
And that was funny. Like, the everything bagel joke was good, and then it was the plot, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I get you. That is really indicative, right? Like, once he's like, I made an everything bagel. It's like, that's ridiculous. Oh, it's a black hole. Oh, I'm taking this seriously. That's kind of, I feel like that's representative of the whole movie.
Yeah, it's like, here's a funny, because like, if they really try to like, they try too hard to make every funny bit be like really meaningful and like serious. Like,
yeah, they try to tie it all up at the end.
And it did not, I'm like, you should have left it as a bit, brother. Like, it does not work. Does not sustain. Like, the bit where they're like, oh, isn't it funny that there's another universe out there where like we have hot dogs for hands? And as a one scene bit where we're showing possible multiverses, that's funny. But then it gets to the point where it's like, it's not funny. Hold on 1 second, please. I'm gonna take a call from my vet on the phone. See, I think for me, like the hot dog hand bit, it was funny, but like we tried to tie it in and make it like a serious story and like tie it into her character, and I was like, I'm tired.
It is a very tiring movie.
Yeah, and I've watched it in 2 sessions and I was exhausted. And then I did like the rock bit where they were the planet, or they were just a rock.
That's
and
probably my favorite part.
Yeah, that's a good bit where like she breaks the rules of the universe and it's like, you can't do that. It's like, oh, there are no rules. That was nice. Other bits went on too long. So I think the movie, I don't want to say it didn't know what it wanted to be. I think it did know what it wanted to be. It just does not work for me.
I think you just hate Asian Americans, to be perfectly honest with you.
Nathan, can't be saying these things. I mean, obviously, I'm happy that people like the movie. I just don't get the hype. This is no Challengers. Like, this is okay. It's fine. It's like not. I think if the movie did not have the I don't know, a reputation of being this incredible film that won people multiple Academy Awards and it won its own award, I would have probably been like, yeah, that was a fun time. I think the fact that I walked in like expecting greatness and it was like a fine film, maybe it was probably to the detriment of the movie, I'd say.
Yeah, I think for me, and to be fair, I think I enjoyed this more than you did, but I think what made it so popular, one was because of the drought of 2021 and 2022. But I would say this kind of comes across as like baby's first art house film. Like
Yeah.
like this is the movie where a general audience is going to be challenged just enough where by the end of it they feel really smart because they were able to understand. Because they're like, oh my god, like they're like multiverses and like she's experiencing multiple realities at once, but I still understand it. Oh man, they did a great job of showing this high concept thing to me. And it's like, well, and also like the big I think when this movie was coming out, the big selling point was the Asian American representation, which hey, that's great. I'll take this over Crazy Rich Asians. So, that's something.
Man,
but
can we do a fun little segment?
Yeah.
If you're done, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, that is end segment of my theorizing how Everything Everywhere All at Once caught on so much.
This movie, I can tell you right now, with 2 words, why this movie was not the best film of 2022. The Batman.
Okay. All right.
Are you kidding me? This movie came out the same year as the fucking Batman.
Oh, it's another comic book movie.
I'm going to kill you.
Shit, I'm sorry.
Well, what else came out in 2022? Let me tell you. Smile. And this is according to IMDb, by the way.
That's a movie called Smile.
Smile was better.
Smile that kills you? I didn't see it.
Smile was better.
Smile 2 is amazing.
Way better. That came out this year, so
I didn't see Smile, but I saw Smile 2.
Oh my god, you're one of those. There's more. This is a long list.
Oh damn.
X. Top Gun Maverick.
I haven't seen Maverick. I think I might put Everything Everywhere All at Once above X, because again, X was fine. It was a slasher.
Yeah, slasher. The Whale.
I haven't seen that.
That's a good movie. That's better.
But that was like December of 2022, though. That's basically a 2023 movie.
I'm just going off the list, motherfucker.
I'm invalidating you as the general audience would for all of these.
You would, because you only saw one movie 2022, and it was fucking Everything Everywhere All at Once, and you only saw one movie, and now it's your whole personality. Now you think you know movies.
Best movie of the year.
Glass Onion is better. The Menu was way better.
The menu was incredible.
The Northman was way better.
The Northman was way better, but no one saw it.
Fuck you, yes, that's true. Barbarian was way better.
That is also true, but no one saw it.
Whoa, okay. Some people saw Barbarian.
I mean, and it wasn't in theaters. It doesn't count.
Yes,
It's
it
not a
was.
real
Yeah,
movie. What?
Yeah. I saw it in theaters.
What's the one what? Oh no, it's that it's never gonna get a physical release.
Yes,
I forget.
yes. I've not seen this, but I'm not going to say it's better because I haven't seen it yet. But Avatar: The Way of Water, people did like that movie a lot.
But a lot of people also did not like that movie.
I've always saw positive things about it.
Oh really? I've seen a bunch of people saying
Oh.
like, that wasn't worth the wait. That wasn't as good as the first one. And I'm like, oh,
I'll have to find
no.
it. I can't wait to watch the second act of The Adventures of Jake Sully. I'm excited. Pearl.
Pearl was better.
Mithrigan.
That was a fuck you, it's January movie. No one saw it.
Mithrigan was so fun. Prey.
Mithrigan was great. Prey was very good.
Sonic the Hedgehog fucking 2.
That's a kid's movie. That can't be a good movie.
I haven't seen these next few, but Nope. People love Nope. I didn't watch it because it's Jordan Peele, but
Same. Also did not watch it because it's Jordan Peele.
The Banshees of Inisherin, I've heard only amazing things about.
Same. Here's
a hot take. Fantastic Beasts: Secrets of Dumbledore, better than Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I can't believe you on that one.
I'm sorry, the truth hurts.
That is where I have to put up the disclaimer that the views and opinions of Sal Brand are the views and opinions of Sal, just himself. They're not indicative, do not reflect upon me.
Scream 5?
I guess Scream 6 hadn't come along to ruin it yet, so
yes.
At that point,
yeah, living in 2022. Original Speak No Evil.
Well, no one saw that one. That's why they have the US remake.
Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
That is not better.
I'd say it's not better because of the Illuminati scene. It really does weigh down that fucking movie, man.
I would also say it because of a lot of the most questionable special effects.
They're really good. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
That's a damn good movie.
What else?
That was 2022?
Yeah, man.
Goddamn.
Hellraiser for Hulu.
I haven't seen that one.
I'll say it was better. You know what movie I didn't see that I'm so mad that I haven't seen it yet?
What?
3,000 Years of Longing.
Yeah, dude, same.
Fuck, I feel like a bad person.
See, that to me though seems like it's kind of in the same vein as I don't know. It seems very similar to Everything Everywhere All at Once based on the trailers though.
But
so. One
is done by the guys who did the Turn Down for What music video, and one is George Miller.
That's a good point.
I'll tell you what was better. Weird, the Al Yankovic story.
I still need to see that.
That's such a good movie, man.
I believe it.
Beast starring Idris Elba.
I have seen that. I can confirm it is not better.
Damn. All right, you won this time. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, you beat the third furry Idris Elba movie.
Damn, that's crazy because he had practice.
I know. Yeah, no, he was in peak form.
Oh my god.
He fought a pride of lions and won their respect. So
I will say this: Everything Everywhere All at Once was better than Skinamarink.
Oh god, I didn't see it.
That's okay, man.
You told me not to.
Hey Nathan, do you want to see Skinamarink real quick?
Sure.
Okay, close your eyes.
Okay.
Imagine something scary's there.
Oh my god.
You've seen Skinamarink.
Oh my god.
That's the whole movie. Full offense.
What is it? 2 hours and 20 minutes?
Dude, it's a long movie of kids just staring at walls.
What's the gimme though? Because it's like art housey, right? In some way that like tricks people into saying it's good.
In the way it's boring, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it would have worked better as a short film. I'd say for the first 20 or so minutes, I was kind of engrossed, and then I realized what the gimmick was, and then I saw the runtime, and I was like, oh, wow.
Because what is their thing? It's like they never show windows or doors or something? Or like,
yeah, it's basically like two kids are just in like a dark house at night, and they like imagine creepy things happening, but you don't see anything. And maybe there's like a malevolent presence there.
Okay.
It was I was hyped because I heard really good things about it, and then I saw it and I was like, Jesus Christ, man.
See, I just wanted to do the double feature of the Babadook and Skinamarink, and you know.
I could do that if they're intercut.
Okay, all right. So you get some relief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all to say that 2022 had a lot of good movies. And Everything
That
Everywhere
was-
All at Once was not one of them. And it's not revisionism, by the way. This isn't like, oh, movie is now a year old, we hate it now. It's just I watched it for the first time and thought it was kind of mid.
I get you. So you would put Megalopolis over Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I might, man.
That's all.
No, I think I rated them both the same.
You did. It was dead even, but it just goes to show the different mentalities that goes into 3 stars.
Yeah,
you know?
it was different 3 stars. Listen, this has solid filmmaking.
Yeah.
It's just not like perfect. It had good acting, but not a good script.
Yeah.
This had good performances, not by Jamie Lee Curtis, but by other people. I don't know why she got an Oscar.
Looks like. Oh, she got an Oscar for that?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
that's one of the reasons why I was excited for the movie, because I was like, oh my god, Jamie Lee Curtis gets an Oscar. She must be so good in this movie. Because, she's so good in The Bear. I was like, surely.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can tell she's having a lot of fun. So, that helps.
Dude, even the posters for Everything Everywhere and 3,000 Years of Longing are the exact same.
I know.
I went from one page to the other on IMDb, and I was like, oh, did anything change?
So you got to intercut those, and then.
There was an original song that got nominated. I didn't even. What song was that? Anyway.
Oh.
I will say, Ke Huy Quan definitely deserved at least the nomination.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. From the Goonies, or
and from Indiana Jones, yeah.
That's right. Yeah, I remember everyone saying, because he I think had some shit as a child actor, and so that was the other big selling point, where it's like, he's back, baby.
Yeah, I think he had the problem of trying to find Chinese American roles as an actor.
Yeah.
And couldn't really get any, and was like, I kind of give up, man, which is very valid.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I'm happy if anything, I'm happy he's back, because he was really good. His him and Michelle Yeoh's ability to really change how they play the same character but from a different life path was really fucking good.
Absolutely.
That acting was phenomenal. There's a lot of talent in the movie.
Yeah, you would just say that it is less than the sum of its parts.
Yeah. It's like how I feel about Lighthouse.
Yeah, I understand.
Which I have to rewatch. I feel like I might have misread that one.
It could stand too. I think I've seen it since the time I saw it upsettingly high in the theater, but I don't think my opinion changed that much.
Right.
But,
Well, hey man, I also watched The Watchmen.
That's right. You did. You watched the what is it? What do they call it? The Ultimate Edition?
I watched the Ultimate Cut, brother.
I saw that once years ago. How'd you like it?
I think it was interesting. Yeah. I liked, I don't know, I think I didn't love the Ultimate Cut.
Yeah.
I think the cutting to the Black Freighter was a bit distracting.
Yeah.
I would have liked it better if it didn't do that.
So just the director's cut is the way to go.
Well, because I was showing it to my husband because he never had seen Watchmen.
Oh no!
And I was like, "You gotta fucking watch Watchmen." And then I was like, "Hey, so there's 3 different cuts. And then he was like, let's pick the one that has the most stuff in it. And I was like, that's fair.
Yeah.
And I had not seen it, so I couldn't warn and say, hey, every once in a while they cut to a comic. And then at the end, the guy reading it goes, I don't get that shit. And then dies.
See, because, as someone who recently watched Watchmen Chapter 1, that includes how they do it in the comic, and obviously the comic is the best. The whole point of Tales of the Black Freighter is that the comic book guy is trying to escape reality through reading his comic book. And in different scenes where he's doing it, he has varying levels of success. Like there are people who are being rowdy around him, so like he's still reading, but he's not as focused. So like the text box for the Tales of the Black Freighter is being shown over frames from the Watchmen comic. And it also is kind of showing how a lot of comics will take certain feelings and themes from real life and, incorporate it into their stories. So in a way, people are still receiving reality in a way. Like it's a very artistic thing. It's very, very hard to do. It's something that only really works in the comic book medium.
Yeah.
So having it just cut away to animated segments and then cut back is kind of, I don't know.
Yeah. Like I think I would have liked it better in isolation.
Oh, yeah. Watching
it intercut was not great.
Yeah, because I've watched Tales of the Black Freighter just on its own, and it's fine. It's a little, like, I don't know, 20, 30-minute short film animated, that is adapting that issue of the comic. And it's like, it's cool, Gerard Butler. It's cool.
Yeah.
And I love the Watchmen movie. It's great. But yeah, again, just like you said, less than the sum of its parts.
Yeah. But rewatching it again after like not seeing it for a couple years, I was like, yeah, this movie fucking rocks.
It's so dope.
It's so good, man. And then I started rereading Watchmen because of it. Yeah, I will say the movie did some good changes. I know everyone gripes about the ending, and I understand. I was looking up as to why they did that. I will say I do think that, spoilers for the Watchmen movie and comics.
Yeah, really.
But I think that tying it all into Dr. Manhattan and having him be the scapegoat, I think works thematically and on a character level.
Absolutely.
It's a plausible enough plan that, like, and when Dr. Manhattan realizes what is happening, he's like, oh, well, I wanted to leave anyway, so I'll just leave.
Yeah, it's like how the Beowulf movie ties in the Golden Dragon as the child that he had with Gretel's mother. That's not in the poem at all, but rather than just having a random golden dragon show up at the end, they do something to make sense of it. So
yeah,
like, yeah, in the comics, it obviously it makes sense for Dr. Manhattan to be like, I'm gonna leave, but I do appreciate that the movie is like, here's a little extra.
Yeah, it's good. They apparently changed it because they were first trying to adapt this in like 2000, and then something happened in 2001.
Oh, yeah.
So, this is like a 2009 film, probably in production since like, proper production since probably like 2007. I could see changing that.
Well, Alan Moore spent the last decade of it trying to put a curse on it and keep it in development hell.
Yeah.
He eventually failed. But...
Yeah. So I feel like all those, I think the way they handle it and the reasoning why, I think it's perfectly fine that they changed that. I would have liked to have seen the giant squid monster, but I get it. That's why you have to watch Watchmen Chapter 2.
Fuck. You're right.
Can I tell you, I heard one thing about Watchmen Chapter 2.
Oh, shit. Lay it on me.
They try to set up a Doomsday Clock movie.
Of course they do, because it's fucking DC animated movies. We're all part of a series. Don't stop now.
That's right, brother. So yeah, man, the Watch movie is really fucking good. I think I picked up a lot more stuff this time around. I first watched it like when it came out,
Oh damn, yeah.
like in theaters. I snuck in, so like I don't know. I was like,
I saw it like a few years later. But yeah, it's a very solid film. I think
like 13, 14, yeah.
The thing that bothers me more than the change of the squid ending is I wish that there was a little more charisma in Adrian Veidt. Like he's still good.
Yeah.
But I love him in the comic. He is so, like he's like snarkier Superman, you know, where he's like, oh man, I can see why everyone loves him. And in this he feels like more like Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
You know? It's like there's a charisma there, but like I don't get how you would be like the face of superheroes in this world, you know?
Right. I think he's good. I think that I just want more time with him.
That too. 100%.
I really honestly would have. I mean, I know we got a Watchmen show, but it's not the same.
No.
I would have kind of fucked with a 2009 Zack Snyder doing like a high budget, high concept HBO series and really like have more time with the characters. But what we got is still phenomenal.
Did his animated thing come out on Netflix?
Oh shit, it did. I did not watch it.
No, same. I need to.
I'm sorry, Zach.
Damn it, they're not going to make Rebel Moon 3 now.
I spent the last like 2 years defending you, brother. I'm tired.
You were dropping things while I was still busy defending your previous releases. You know, I know you weren't directly involved, but I'm sorry I didn't see Army of Thieves.
Yeah. I feel bad. I haven't posted in the Zack Snyder wiki Discord in like months. I'm sorry, man.
I probably got like 2 unread messages at this point.
No, they're pretty active, brother.
Oh, are they? Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, Watchmen's great. I loved it. So good. This is bringing back. I'm gonna bring back comedian gifts. I love him. I love Rorschach.
Yeah. Yeah, again, this is the movie that makes me go, why isn't Patrick Wilson in more stuff? He only does Conjuring movies, Insidious movies, and Zack Snyder movies.
Yeah, what the fuck, man?
I don't know.
I will say Patrick Wilson being in the movie is what got my husband to say yes.
Hey, that's good.
I was like, do you want to watch this 3.5 hour long superhero movie? Who's in it? Patrick Wilson? Okay.
You don't understand. It's actually a deconstruction of a superhero movie.
Man, his 2023 IMDb is crazy.
Patrick Wilson?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Insidious, Dark Door, Nun 2, Aquaman 2.
Oh god, I just got to the
It's a
Red
nasty
Letter
year.
episode where they watched the first Aquaman, and they kept calling him Bible Man.
Yes.
Like, oh god, it does look like the armor. Jesus Christ.
I will say I have been thinking about before James Gunn's DC universe kicks into full gear. I kind of want to go back and rewatch the whole from start to finish. You know.
I've been having that feeling too as well.
And the whole would mean I watch Peacemaker again.
I mean, yeah, that's the cookie. That's the cookie at the end. Which
is canon technically?
I don't know how that's gonna work, but I mean he's keeping on Viola Davis as Amanda Waller and whoever the fuck is as Blue Beetle. So you know, it's gonna be really like the first few entries in the DCU are gonna be fucking weird.
Yeah.
Where it's like, what are we doing here? But you know, in a way, I guess that's like comics. You know,
that's true.
You can reboot as much as you want, but there is still like this weird through line.
Yeah, I think he has he posted somewhere that he was like, Peacemaker season 1 is all canon except for the Justice League showing up. Which makes sense because they don't really do anything, so it's fine.
That is fine. He's just, drunk and he imagines a
Yeah.
different Justice League than exists in that world.
Yeah, basically James Gunn said like if they reference it, it's canon.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
In some form that happened. So I'm gonna assume that some form of the Suicide Squad probably happened.
Yeah.
But that's a team you can always reboot whenever you want because it's the fucking Suicide Squad.
It is. I think if you recast Harley Quinn in the next 5 years, people will riot, but if
Yeah,
it's
it
after
sucks,
5
man,
years,
because like Margot Robbie in the Suicide Squad and in Birds of Prey showed how good of a Harley she was.
yeah.
Unfortunately, like no one watched Birds of Prey but me,
Yeah.
so that sucks.
That is a fact.
Though there has been some recent revisionism of people discovering it again and going, "Wow, this was a good movie." It's like, yes, fuck you, I was there. But speaking of DC and comics,
Oh
I didn't watch a lot of movies. I read so many comic books.
my god.
I read so many comics, Nathan.
Oh god.
I read a lot. Let's go over it, shall we?
Go for it.
I gotta find a good thumbnail. That's more important than anything else.
That is.
But I'm going fully into comics. I want to say that I am prioritizing DC.
Sure.
The only, I'd say, whatchamacallit, the only real Marvel I'm reading is Ultimate X-Men, which isn't even like the main universe.
Yeah.
Because I don't care that much about Marvel. I'm sorry.
What?
I know. DC has always been more interesting to me.
I feel yeah.
Like DC's always been the one where I'm kind of more like, what are they doing over there, man? Like, what do they got going on?
I think the thing that like hooks me a little bit more with DC as well is that they they make up places, whereas like in Marvel everything is just in New York, and I'm like, I don't want to go to New York. I want to go to Gotham.
Yeah, I want to go to a fake
Metropolis.
place.
Yeah.
I don't want to go no real places.
Yeah. Spider-Man's from Queens. I don't give a shit.
It's like, oh, Gotham. All right.
Yeah. Where is it? I don't know. Chicago? Somewhere.
God. Yeah, seriously. I'm going to try to make this work. This thumbnail. But yeah, no, so that's been my main, I'd say my main squeeze has been just going through DC. I have to reference my list, but I'm also making the most difficult Wonder Woman art ever the thumbnail, because I hate myself. Which I'm looking at this art, and this is definitely an artist who has had their work stolen by AI. I'm like, yeah, they train models off of you, brother.
Damn.
Which is so sad. Oh, no.
I mean, it's a really fucked up compliment, I suppose.
Yeah, hey, everyone wants to be like you, but they don't want to do the work to be you.
Precisely.
I love you, suit. Oh my god, I hate the copy paste today.
Oh no.
Oh god, help me, help. Not again.
Have you considered shoving a trophy up your ass?
I think that, again, that magic system is really good. Oh my goodness.
Well, it's good for some funny bits.
Do I have to, like, save this?
Oh no.
Select inverse, delete. Okay, then we're gonna copy the whole thing. Oh, finally, okay. I'm so sorry. That was like I hyper focused on that, man.
I understand.
Pew. She's big, okay. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna go over my comics that I read.
Yeah.
So I'm going off of my list that I have, off of a really cool app I got. There's also a website. It's called League of Comic Geeks. It's basically like a mixture of Letterboxd and a social media like site. And in like a very good way, I'd say. So you can like, leave reviews, keep track of what you own, but also like make posts.
Okay.
I read a lot. I'll start with the main one. I'll say I'm going through Tom King's current series of Wonder Woman comics. So I read issues 1 through 6, and I read issue 17. And I read 17 because that's part of the All-In initiative to get people to start reading DC now without having any prior knowledge.
Gotcha.
So that is part of their like big whole thing, right? Like they want to get new people in, so they have the DC All-In initiative to basically say, hey, start here and you'll be fine. Which I think is a very good idea. How does that actually work? Sometimes good, sometimes bad. I talked about last week how I thought the question was a good start.
Yeah.
Tom King's Wonder Woman, I think issue 17 was good. Definitely there was a bit of... So, reading issue 1, his whole run so far is sometime in the future, Wonder Woman's daughter, Batman's son, and Superman's son are like the new team.
Okay.
And Trinity is her name, Wonder Woman's daughter. They go to find an old enemy of Wonder Woman's, and they have to go through all these tests because it's like he's locked in like a very like Amazonian prison where there's like, really like crazy mythical like methods of security.
Okay.
So Trinity gets to this guy, this old man named the Sovereign, and she wants to like hear a story. So the whole run so far has been from like his narration talking to Trinity.
Okay.
So like some stuff is he's very heavily narrating, some stuff there's no narration because maybe he like wasn't there or doesn't have the intel, or he'll say like we didn't know this, whatever,
Yeah.
So issue 14 happens, and you kind of glean that through context clues, but they should have started with like Trinity talking to him in the future and then cut back again to really establish like what's happening for a new reader. And then the issue is insane because, spoiler alert, this issue deals with Steve Trevor dying.
Oh my god.
The Sovereign shoots Steve Trevor with the pistol, which I found out not in this issue but from reading an earlier issue, because they set it up earlier in the run, is the same pistol that their organization gave to John Wilkes Booth to shoot Lincoln.
Oh. Okay.
So Steve Trevor gets killed with the same gun that killed Lincoln. It's very funny.
That's kind of prestigious.
It's yeah, it's like it's taking like two people, Steve Trevor and Abe Lincoln.
My god.
So it's a good issue dealing with like her loss, and like she like swims to the other world, the river Styx, and Steve Trevor like knocked out Charon just to have one last time to talk to her and kiss her.
Aw.
It's really good. It was a really good issue. It's just also like if you're getting new readers in and you start Wonder Woman for the first time, your first issue you read is, oh, and Steve Trevor got shot. So it feels like an interesting issue to start a new reader on. With not a lot of legwork done to tell you, hey, so the gimmick of this run is the bad guys narrating from the future.
Yeah.
Because at first you might think, oh, is it her? But no, but it's speaking weird. Who is this? But still good. I'm enjoying the first. I read the first 6 issues, which is essentially the first volume. Which, if you go to your local stores, is Wonder Woman Outlaw. I think it's really fucking good so far. It has a lot to deal with like politics and how like basically the villain is like the kings of the United States. They're like a secret shadow organization that has been controlling the U.S. for like 300 years.
Oh my god.
or whatever, and they're the ones that are actually in charge of the U.S.
Okay, all right. We got some deep state.
Yeah, and so basically, like an Amazonian gets harassed at a bar and kills a bunch of people, and that leads to like an international incident where now like the government fears Amazonians and it's like deporting them, and they develop weapons to kill them.
Oh no.
So and then eventually they declare war on Wonder Woman.
Oh boy.
And there's a big fight, and I love this issue where there's a big battle, and the Sovereign is talking to a soldier afterwards, and he's like, "Did you feel like emasculated? This woman defeated you?" And the soldier's like, "Nah, she's a superhero. It happens. We tried our best." But the Sovereign has the lasso of lies, and that's how they control the United States. So the Sovereign's like, "No. You hated that happening. You felt that Wonder Woman took away your manhood and robbed you of your gender." And the soldier's like, "Yeah." And the Sovereign's like, "I want you to tell everybody you know and then kill yourself." And that sparks a whole outrage where everyone's like, "Oh, wow, Wonder Woman's making soldiers kill themselves by destroying their masculine pride. She's a threat on everybody and man."
And all of this is through the lasso of lies.
Yeah.
That's
it's awesome.
That's pretty silly.
Yeah, but it's scary. It's a dark lasso.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Come on, man.
Shit, I don't know. I thought, maybe it just glowed green or something.
No, I think it's fun because it's like it shows that like the secret organization's using like a Wonder Woman-esque ability to essentially control the flow of the government.
Yeah.
And has them at their disposal. So yeah, it's been a good run so far. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
I have more. I have like 1,000 more. I'm gonna go fast though.
Of course.
I also started reading JSA #1. It was not good.
Oh no.
They introduced like 1,000 characters, and it feels really like in the middle of a story. I know before the All In Initiative, the last big event was Absolute Power, where from what I've gleaned through osmosis is Amanda Waller somehow was able to like steal superpowers.
Oh.
So everyone's kind of reeling from that. So like some of these issues will deal with that directly or talk about like the aftermath of it, while some are like, all right, we're moving on. JSA does not move on. It's in the middle. I feel like we're really dropped in the middle. There's all these characters talking about what just happened and how they're upset. And there's 1,000 characters and no one's really mentioned by name to the point where I could like pick up on who you are. Because there's like 2 different JSA teams. It was messy.
Yeah, from my limited experience, like anytime it's the JSA, I never know what the fuck is going on.
For real, I really did not get. I read it like on the 28th. I don't remember any of their characters.
Oh God.
I don't, and also because they would refer to somebody as their real name and also as their like hero name.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, are you, I don't know, Jim and also whatever man, or are you just one of those, or neither?
Yeah, it's I feel like you need to read a couple history books just to understand the JSA in general.
Seriously, goddamn. Also, Absolute Wonder Woman #2 came out. Fucking fantastic.
Good.
One Steve Trevor dies, another one is introduced.
Oh, well, interesting.
Well, because it's an alternate universe.
Yeah, of course.
So this is when Absolute Wonder Woman meets her Absolute Steve Trevor.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a very good issue. I liked it a lot.
Is he still a pilot?
Yes. And it's funny because this time Diana's in hell. So Steve Trevor has a moment of like, wait, I'm in hell? I thought I was a good person. And then Diana's like, no, you're still alive, but you're in hell.
Yeah, you weren't sent here. You're just physically here.
Like it just happens. It's an accident.
Damn.
I also read Batman #153 to 154. so I'm now caught up on modern Batman. 154 ends with spoiler alert. Jim Gordon accidentally killed the mayor of Gotham.
Oh my god.
Because he was sleeping with the mayor's wife.
Oh no.
So, very interesting so far, very good. I think Batman has an easier time to hook in readers with the Alden Initiative because we all know Batman's deal.
Yeah.
Same with Wonder Woman, same with Superman. It's sort of like, they have an advantage over everybody else as to there is pop culture osmosis about these characters that you would just naturally have.
100%.
That you would not have for like The Question or JSA or my next topic, Batgirl. I read Batgirl #1. It was not good.
Oh man.
I'm depressed because her outfit looked very good and I was very excited. This one starts, I think, in my review on Comic Geeks. I was like, it feels like we're in the middle of episode 3 in season 2 of the Batgirl show. Where like things are happening and I'm just here now, I guess.
Fair.
And it's funny because in Batgirl, they introduced Batgirl's mom, who's called Lady Shiva. And she's not the whole issue with Batgirl. I kind of get Batgirl's gimmick, but not her character. But another comic came out called Black Canary Best of the Best, which is not part of the Alden Initiative, but came out during this time, but was a really good introduction to the character of Black Canary. Set up the story they're going to have in the run, set up the villain of the run, who's Lady Shiva, and while having way less screen time and like almost no dialogue, I know Black Shiva, Lady Shiva, way better than I do in Batgirl #1, where she was there like as like the secondary main character.
Interesting.
All while really, said very well paced, very well drawn, and really set up like basically like Lady Shiva's a mega assassin. She's the one who apparently trained Batman when he needed help, and Black Canary is also a really good fighter. So it's like they're having like an MMA fight.
Okay.
And it's being broadcast like the whole galaxy, so like everyone, because Black Canary has fought with the Justice League across the universe, so like it's an intergalactically broadcasted MMA superhero fight.
Nice.
And it does a way better job of setting up like everything, and isn't even part of their initiative to get you hooked.
That's so funny.
I don't know why. I could probably look it up, I guess, but of course it's written by Tom King, and I love. So I'm learning that the people I like Tom King. People do not seem to like Tom King as a writer. I don't get it. I guess because he likes to do narration and intercutting scenes, but like I've never seen him do it bad so far.
Okay. Yeah, interesting.
I'm like, yes, he's intercutting between two different situations that kind of overlap thematically. Why is this a bad thing?
I don't get it.
Like, read. So Black Canary was, I think, probably one of the best ones I read in the last week. It really shocked me how good it was.
Yeah, that is surprising.
I also read Power Girl #14, part of the Alden Initiative. It was okay.
Yeah.
It's I don't really get to learn her crew. I'm learning that a lot of these superheroes have a crew. Oh, my cat's sneezing.
My God.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
I didn't even know he could sneeze. Maybe this is why it was so loud.
Yeah, the build up.
He sneezes once a year, apparently. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like a machine gun, dude. Okay.
I was like, you're getting shot at.
I'm like, is there a shooting? It's just my cat sneezing. Oh my God. So Power Girl has a posse. I don't really get who they are or what their gimmicks are. I don't really kind of get Power Girl either. It was fine. I mean, it kind of gave me more Batgirl vibes, but like not as harshly. Like it felt in the middle, but like what they had a reference for that from Absolute Power, they like referenced it well. They talk about Supergirl, and then they're like, oh, well, and they give a little explanation as to why Supergirl's not there.
Okay. Okay.
And they set up the main villain for the run. I think it's pronounced Ejecta,
That's an unfortunate.
and she has fans that are called Edge Lords,
Oh no.
like EJ Lords.
Oh.
For a sec, I thought they were called EJ Lords, and I was like, wait, it's a joke about Edge Lords. Okay.
That's pretty cringe.
A TikToker almost dies in the first 2 pages, but doesn't, so I was really excited, and I was sad.
Oh.
So Power Girl was fine. I might pick up issue 2. Same with Batgirl. I might get the second issue and be like, all right, is it still bad?
Yeah, Power Girl almost sounds like especially with her having like a crew, it feels like they're trying to copy the structure of like CW DC shows.
Oh god, yeah, I have more on that later.
Oh no.
Oh no. Also, Batgirl was really short. It was like as soon as I was getting into it, it was over. And I realized that it was the storyline was issue 1 of 6. Normally you get issues like 1 of 5.
Oh.
That I've
so
noticed.
It's probably gonna be like the same length overall, but just more shorter sequences.
Yeah, maybe. I was like, Then I read Superman number 19 and number 20 because I didn't get Superman last time I went, or the last one that came out, because I was like, Superman. But then I was going crazy and bought them both. Read 19 and 20, and they were one of my favorites.
Oh, good.
Somehow, Lois Lane has superpowers.
Oh yeah.
She's like a Wonder Woman or a Superwoman. I mean.
Yeah.
And I was a little confused, and then the end of the issue, they like kind of do a page tease of the future, and they're like, "What is this? What is that? Why does Lois Lane have powers?" And I was like, "Oh, so we don't know. Okay."
Oh, okay. You're supposed to be confused.
Oh, thank God. I was like, is this a I'm confused because I'm jumping in at number 19, or is this a mystery? It's a mystery.
Yeah.
Or it's not a mystery, and they just want to say that to make you think it's a mystery, so that you're not like, huh? But I am still like, huh?
It could be the next issue. It's just like has the brief recap from issues, 10 and 11.
Yeah, where that happened, exactly.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Okay. So 19 and 20 were good. Basically, like Lois Lane's working at Daily Planet and also being Superwoman, and you have Superman doing his thing. There's a super core. There's like people monitoring Superman's red levels.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, what? And they have like robots that help like crowd control. And at some point, Lex Luthor lost his memories. And Lex Luthor's daughter is working at Supercore.
Interesting.
So there's a lot going on that I'm like, huh? But
It sounds a little bit like they're doing some All-Star Superman stuff.
I have to read that.
There's an animated movie, but it's this isn't spoilers because it's just the framing narrative, but it's kind of like the last I think it's the last month of Superman's life, because he has absorbed a critical amount of sun radiation because of Lex Luthor, and so he at one point makes a serum to give Lois Lane powers so they can be super powered together, and yeah, his red levels are getting way too high, and all that kind of stuff. So
okay, so I guess that's what we're dealing with here. Okay,
it seems like it.
But issue 20, so at the end of 19, Doomsday is attacking Metropolis.
Oh boy, yeah.
And then issue 20, something stops the violence and stops time, and it's the Time Trapper. And then we find out the Time Trapper is Doomsday. He's a future version of Doomsday who has died and evolved so many times that he's now like one death and evolution away from godhood,
which is so edgy and ridiculous, but kind of great.
It loops back to being like, actually, you know what?
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, Doomsday's kind of helping, like future Doomsday's helping Superman.
Okay.
So it's got an interesting dynamic with Doomsday, which is like a sentence I never thought I'd say.
So is he? So he's not a bad man. He's not trying to get the last kill to become God, or
maybe he is.
Or he is, and this is gonna help.
Yeah. Well, he's evolved now that he can speak. He has reason.
Yeah.
It's a good way to go with it, I think.
Okay.
Let's see. And then I finished the Court of Owls run.
Nice. Right.
So my review of Court of Owls is it starts off really good. Night of Owls kind of kill the momentum.
Damn.
And then the climax was
Oh.
I think it was anticlimactic for me because I think they wanted to save them for like a future series.
Yeah.
They didn't want to like, end the villains because they were doing so well, so they just kept to the ending. It's like, they're still around, I guess.
You beat me this time.
Yeah, and it's like, no, kill him.
Yeah.
And which is very funny because I read another issue of Batman after this, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. One night we were chilling, and I was like, let's put on something fun and trashy. So Nathan, I put on a show called Gotham Knights.
That's right, you told me.
I started watching Gotham Knights with no preparation about like anything. I didn't. All I knew was Batman's already dead.
Right.
Was the only thing I knew. It was like it's a show about Batman already not being dead. That's it. And I was like, I don't know about that, Chief, but sure. There's all because I feel like at one point that was a very novel concept. Like, hey, here's a show about Batman where he's not around. And at first you're like, oh, interesting. But after like so many of these shows existing, it's a bit like, oh, brother.
Yeah, it's also just funny that they want to do a post-Batman story when, like, what was it you were saying? There was, like, 4 simultaneous Batman comics at the same time. So it's like, I know, like, this story isn't really going to progress. It's, it's just going to be a little fun what-if scenario. And then it's like, no, back to Batman. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's so funny how in the comics, they'll do 30 different Batman series at a time.
Yeah.
But in, like, television, it's always like 30 different what if there was no Batman series at a time. Like Gotham Knights, Alfred, the Penguin, Titans.
Thank you for taking so long to get to Batwoman.
Batwoman. I forgot. Flash, Arrow.
Yeah.
Probably Smallville.
Well, yeah, more or less.
I'm not adding in this motherfucker's sword, bro. Oh no, I think it's hit me already. This is a problem.
Oh boy.
That's okay, man. So I watched Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, it was a lot of fun. I wouldn't say it was good.
No.
It was mildly competent, but not like enough. I mean, I could tell this person liked Batman-ish.
Yeah.
But like, so basically I didn't know this before I started, but Gotham Knights is adapting the Court of Owls.
Oh.
I didn't know this.
Everyone fucking loves the Court of Owls, bro.
Yeah. So I'm just watching it, then all of a sudden, like, I'm watching the first episode. And before one of the few shots we see of Bruce Wayne alive is like he's flipping a coin. And then later they find the coin. It has it's the Court of Owls coin. And I was like, oh no.
God.
I was like, wait a minute, is this?
Did the Court of Owls kill Batman?
I was like, are we Court of Owling? Wait, what the fuck is this? Hold the phone. Hold the fucking phone. Oh my god, help me. No, why does it do the whole thing? God's not real. Okay. I said something? God's back. Are you back, Nathan?
Back.
Okay. You didn't laugh at my super funny joke.
What? Where?
It wasn't that good. Yeah, I know.
Shit. I don't know.
But yeah. So then the Court of Owls are just there, man, and we're doing Court of Owls without Batman.
Feels a little wrong.
It feels disgusting because so our main characters, which they love to remind you of some of our protagonists. So it's a guy named, I don't know, fucking Tyler or something.
Is it Terry?
Turner Hayes.
Okay, I don't think that's the Batman Beyond guy.
I think he's an OC.
That sounds right.
Let's see. Yep, I think he's definitely an OC.
Because I assume I can now see why this was canceled after one season.
Original character.
Yeah. How's that working out for you?
According to the trivia, which has no source. So this is a grain of salt, but it is still funny to just think about it because who cares?
Did he also appear in other comic book movies?
No. Turner is an original character because the showrunners didn't have the rights to adapt Dick Grayson, Lance Bruner, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, or Damian Wayne.
Yeah, that checks out, because I would assume everyone's first question, if they somehow found this show, is, what the fuck? Why isn't this just Dick Grayson?
Yeah. It basically is, but it isn't. So it stars Turner Hayes. It stars Carrie Kelly, who
Okay.
what?
She exists.
She exists.
I think she's from The Dark Knight Returns.
It also, and then that ends our Bat Family characters because there's not even Alfred's not even in the show.
Oh no, he's got to be dead too.
I mean, I didn't even mention his ass, bro.
Damn.
So that ends our Bat Family. So then they hook up with a bunch of criminals because they're the ones who are being framed for the murder of Bruce Wayne Batman.
Okay.
So the reason why they work together is that these criminals are being framed for the murder of Batman. Because they were like hired by someone to go break into an office and steal something from the vault. And they get to the vault, and apparently it's Wayne Towers, and there's a gun in the vault. And they're like, this gun's been fired recently. And then they find Bruce Wayne dead. So, like, basically they're being framed. And then Turner Hayes, not Dick Grayson, is framed for hiring the killers.
Okay.
So they break out of a police transport, and they, with the assistance of Robin, work together to find the real killer, who is the Court of Owls. So the criminals. One is named Dwella, or as they always refer to her, Joker's daughter.
Oh.
So granted, the actress is a lot of fun, clearly playing female Joker.
Sure.
But it is still a stupid character.
Yeah.
There's a press release they do, by the way, to like sell people to watch out for these people. And it's delivered by Gotham City's District Attorney Harvey Dent. who is played by Misha Collins.
Isn't he the supernatural guy that everyone loves?
Yes, he's Castiel in Supernatural.
I don't know.
Listen, man, I know you weren't on Tumblr that much.
No.
So yeah, we have Harvey Dent, who is pre Two-Face.
But post Death of Batman.
Yep. So Batman never fought Two-Face.
Nice.
But apparently had enough run-ins with the Joker for him to be able to go to Arkham and have a daughter who's now 18.
Yeah.
So that's cool. Sounds like a very interesting universe.
I disagree.
And our two other criminals are Cullen and Harper Row, who are from Batman number 12, the comic after the Court of Owls, where in that one they are just civilians who like see Batman from their point of view, and Batman saves them at some point, so they try to help him back by doing a thing for him.
This sounds like shit.
Yeah, so they're like in one issue as like a little like breather after Court of Owls.
It's so weird to me that
I
guess because
I got
because the
spoiled.
Titan show, because like that's so to just as a brief like background of DC live action television, before they did Smallville, the first thing that they wanted to do, that they always wanted to do, was a Batman origin show. But they could not get the rights, so they were like, hey, what about Superman? They were like, oh, sure, you can do whatever you want with that. And so then Smallville came along, 10 seasons, very popular, very successful, yada, yada, yada. And they were like, hey, what if we did this with other superheroes? So we got Green Arrow, so we got The Flash, so we got Supergirl, so we got Batwoman. And we were always dancing around Batman. And again, it's so weird because like eventually we'll get Superman via Supergirl, and he eventually gets Superman and Lois. And then eventually, however well it's received, we get Titans, so we get Dick Grayson, but we still like it's still just this weird thing.
And we also, before all that, had or during the Arrow time, had Gotham, which was Gotham before Batman.
That's right. So it's like here's Bruce Wayne. You don't get him as Batman, but here's Bruce Wayne, and it's like okay. So like, and again, the fact that this is a CW show, it's like why? What do you think? Like, what project are you working on that you think Gotham Knights is going to detract from? Do you think less people are going to watch or are going to watch The Penguin because Dick Grayson is in Gotham Knights? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and there's also, we forgot to mention Pennyworth, the origin of Batman's butler, which went for 3 seasons.
Oh my god, I haven't seen a single solitary second of that.
I actually also went and I watched the first episode of Titans because I was like, I should give that show another chance. I remember that, what's his fucking Jack Reacher, Kyle Richardson? Kyle Richardson? I'm so not okay right now. Alan Richardson. Isn't it?
The Smallville verse.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. And so I watched the first episode, and then my husband and I were both like, Gotham Knights is a better first episode. We prefer Gotham Knights.
Oh God. Oh,
Chris.
I imagine they're both putrid.
Yeah, but one is less acidic, you know?
Okay, alright. Well, that's fair.
So yeah, man, there's like all these Batman shows, and I think it's funny that Gotham Knights is adapting Court of Owls by featuring main characters who show up the issue after Court of Owls.
Yeah, so yeah, that makes me kind of go, is this so like did the original Court of Owls storyline take place and then, they fucked off for a little bit and then years later just killed Batman?
Or did it never happen and they just got Batman, I guess.
Or yeah. the alternate tale, I guess. Fuck.
God, there's no like Commissioner Gordon.
Ew.
It's just Harvey Dent as the DA.
That sucks.
It's a lot of bad, man, but it's also a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
And then that's all the comics I read. I bought Batman Hush to read.
That's right.
So that's exciting. And then probably after Batman Hush, I'll do All-Star Superman as the big ins. But yeah, of the Alvin Initiative, of the ones I've read, I say the best new character that gets an introduction is Black Canary, followed by The Question. The most interesting, though, I think, is actually Superman and Wonder Woman.
Okay.
Like these, like, you know, Superman has that future Doomsday idea, which is really compelling, and then Wonder Woman is just, I mean, like opening your new introduction to your reader with the death of Steve Trevor is just ballsy.
That is pretty ballsy.
So I've had a great time with DC, man. I got some stuff coming out tomorrow I'm excited to grab. Absolute Superman #2's tomorrow. Batman number 155, but also the second JSA and the second Batgirl. So I will be purchasing them. They might be my last time.
I was gonna say those are the make or break issues.
Yes, if these aren't good, it's game over, man.
What if those ones are good enough to get you to continue, and then the next ones suck?
Oh man, then I might have to burn my copies. I don't know.
This is the path of comic fans.
This hurts.
Where you have 2 or 3 series you're following, where it's like, I might drop this, but then it's just good enough to keep you going, and it's like,
Thankfully, those two are only $3.99 an issue, as opposed to like Superman that's $4.99 or Batman.
Okay.
I might have to grab some other all-in stuff, but I've been really fucking with my comic dive, man.
You're going for it.
It's been so fun. It's like a medium I've always really wanted to engage with, but haven't. And now that I'm doing it, it's like, fuck yeah.
I'm glad you found good points to get on, and you got the system for keeping up to date. So
that's the big thing, was the like, hey, jump on here.
Yeah,
you're safe.
you need that foot in the door moment.
It just sucks that some of these are not written for new people, and then I got some comments on my post that were like, "Oh yeah, the author said they were gonna kind of throw the audience into it." And I'm sitting here thinking like, maybe they shouldn't have done that, man.
It's fucking rude.
Like, isn't the whole point of this? Isn't the whole point supposed to be, hey, jump on in here, you'll be safe?
No, I guess that again. That's the thing with comics, where it's like, okay, everyone, it's time for a reset. And then you have these writers that are like, I'm not fucking resetting. Fuck you.
Fuck you. You son of a bitch. And that concludes Comic Talk.
Yeah.
Yay. Sorry that was so long.
Hey man, you've been going at it.
I've been churning through it, brother. I did not watch Doom Prophecy. I don't know. I was busy, I think.
I was fully prepared to talk about it because I don't watch it. My dog ate my HBO Max. I don't have
I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you.
I'll see about next week, but I think I'm planning on being sick, so I don't know if I'll be able to
Fuck.
Do it.
It's very big of you. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Chef. Get all I got. Give you 110. Oh Christ. What else is there to say, man? You got anything else for us, Chief?
I think it's time for you to slip into a nice warm stupor of in the presence of Mary Jane And
I have to.
I know you're not a big Marvel fan, but you know.
This thumbnail
But
is
you are, but you
sad.
are a big fan of James Gunn's Scooby Doo. So.
Oh yeah, no. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Pop
that baby in.
God, walkies. Are you? Can you not die on live television? So cute. Speaking of James Gunn, you ignited a conversation. You fool. I'd make Wonder Woman like so much bigger.
Oh god.
I'm moving everyone over to the right a little bit. They were kind of sardine in there, so this is kind of nice.
Nice.
But James Gunn's Creature Commandos.
That's right. When's that coming out?
In 2 days.
Oh shit.
The official start of the new DCU.
Very exciting.
Because I think the other night, Lois and Superman ended.
Oh, did it like end?
Yep, the final CW DC show.
Damn. I think they are. I think they technically tried to make that one not, but it still is.
Yeah, they were like, "Nah, you gotta end it, brother."
Did you not to sidetrack just real quickly? Did you see the Superman Doomsday fight in Superman and Lois?
No.
Oh my god, I gotta show it to you.
Was it like really good?
That's what everyone said.
Yikes.
You know, look it up. It's about 3 or 4 minutes. It's on YouTube. That'll be a good high watch for you.
I agree. I'll have to look at it. Yeah, but it's over. It's over, man. DC's over. Good for them.
Good.
I hope Marvel can do the same thing soon.
God, it's they did more reshoots for Captain America: New World Order.
That's right.
So that's gonna be a fucking mess.
I really hope it sucks. I mean, I always want good things, and I know I was excited for this movie, but like, if you have to reshoot every time you get negative feedback.
Yeah, because I heard about it like a month or two ago, and I was like, shit, we're reshooting now. We're so fucking close. That's not a good sign. And then like a week ago or something, I heard, oh yeah, more reshoots. I'm like, oh my Jesus Christ. I was actually somewhat looking forward to this, but you know, I guess that was my mistake.
Then you got Thunderbolts, perfect, pure Thunderbolts.
God, I hope.
Please. I fucking beg of you.
Listen, I still tentatively plan to go through the MCU again if I have nothing to look forward to. Fuck.
You should just read comics with me, Nathan.
I don't.
Ouch. Cut that.
Mark the time.
What time was that? Oh yeah, cut that. You see the time? You feel the aura of when I died. It's right there. You just cut the whole minute.
You just cut out the don't, and then it's really weird.
Oh my god, this is such a weird thumbnail. There's not a lot. I'm sorry, guys. Not a lot of topics.
You're getting a burst of inspiration now. Now is when you need to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once.
No.
Oh shit.
Okay, I'll do. Oh no, I did already check what came out this weekend. It's nothing. I got nothing for you guys. Hopefully people who listen to this, first of all, comment why. Second, let us know if you're enjoying comic time. I'll keep talking about it, obviously, but if you have any tips and tricks to not make it boring.
Right.
If only I could like show. Oh, there's a thing I want to mention. Shit, right before we end. I gotta make it for the minute I cut for my vet calling. I was like, you know, they mentioned Action Comics at some point. Oh yeah, Supergirl's in Action Comics right now, and I was like, oh, I don't read Action Comics. Okay, cool. And I went to go look at like the first All In issue. And for some reason, for some fucking reason, okay, I know how to do this on the app, but not here. I'm scared. Help. That's okay. For some reason, Action Comics, since All In, has been doing a comic a week.
Oh. That's very regular for American comics.
Yeah, so the first All In was on October 9th for Action Comics. Number 1070.
Oh, Jesus.
And this week 1078 comes out. So they have been one a week.
That's a lot.
So hopefully they're still there when I go tomorrow.
Hopefully. You got your new place now, you know?
Yeah, hopefully they're all there.
If not, you're gonna have to slip that guy a 50.
I know. There's like I'm like missing 9 issues, brother. I didn't know. No one told me, man.
You're not coming in every week. You're not coming in every day.
I was, but I wasn't noticing that there was a different Action comic. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Well, that that's the life of getting into comics, man. Suffer.
Shoot me. Join us next week when you find out if I actually found the comics or not.
That's right.
Stay shuttled out there, casters.
Heyo.
That was not good, was it? How was that?